So, Adam, what happened to Fluffy?
Fluffy is no longer with us.
Wait, what happened to Fluffy?
Oh, Fluffy went home.
Wait, did you put me on the door again?
That's where his home is. And then I sealed the door so he can't come back and visit us. I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, Tim, do not touch the door.
Not gonna touch the door.
Tim, rule 1 is do not touch the door.
But what about...
Tim, rule 2 is do not touch the door.
But in case
And
of
rule 3 is do not touch the door.
So... I can touch the door?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's time for As the Buckle Turns News and Opinions. I'm Adam.
I'm Tim. So we just... let's just call it what it is.
Opinions?
Opinions.
About news?
About news. It doesn't all ring. We'll come up with a better title eventually.
Yeah.
We got the intern working on it.
Oh, God.
Oh,
why
wait.
do they?
Wait. Oh, that's right. Fluffy ate him before.
Yeah, dude. He's here.
So we have to get a new intern then.
We will.
Okay.
We will.
How do you find these interns that you don't pay? You don't pay... I don't know. You still owe me money from the AEW deal. But...
No idea what you're talking about regarding that at this time. I can neither confirm nor the... Anyway, so yeah, we're speaking...
do.
Reference back to the cold opener there. The Forbidden Door. We're talking about some more, cool things. And then so many possibilities that go along with it. Okada.
Way to ruin it. I was going to set it up a different way, but anyway, we all know the Forbidden Door. Well, the Forbidden Door is still closed because that's AEW and WWE now. I established that last week. If you don't believe me,
that's not a door.
Watch it.
That is a fortified stronghold.
Very true. What was the Forbidden Door for AEW in New Japan Pro Wrestling that is now open, so it's just a pathway.
Yeah, but I still like calling it the Forbidden Door.
Yeah, but Tony Khan calls himself the Forbidden Door now.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, part of the deal is Okada is part of it. He will show up in AEW. Now let's make it very clear. He can also show up in Impact. Like this, deal is now they now have a deal with Impact as well.
Yes.
Because they announced on this past Saturday that FinJuice was coming to Impact.
And they did.
And they showed up last night on their taping, which is great because New Japan was refusing to work with Impact for a decade, all thanks to an up-and-coming writer named Vince Russo, who decided to book the best wrestler in the world, Okada, as a generic racist stereotype of an Asian driver.
Well, okay, so it's supposed to be Bruce Lee's character from Green Hornet.
Yeah, I know.
Kato. The problem is that's not what they did. No, he was just generic Asian guy as a driver. And I'm like, the first time I saw the character I don't even remember. I believe it was Kato. I think they even called him Kato.
Yeah.
The first time I saw it, I was like, that's really cool. Okada is kind of stepping into Bruce Lee's territory right now.
Yeah.
That mythos. He's going to be a Bruce Lee-esque character. No, he's generic Asian guy.
Yeah.
And Vince Russo doesn't know how to book anybody that's not white.
Yeah.
Ooh, that comes across as being really bad, but
yeah, it does.
It kind of is true.
The thing is, because you actually watch video clips where it has Naito and Okada who come down, and they were referred by their names. Then all of a sudden, for some reason, Okada became Kato.
Yeah.
And
no explanation.
Yeah. So
And he was booked terribly.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
this is when they were both out on an excursion at this time.
I'm not saying that they needed to be booked like they're the next great thing right away, especially during excursion.
Yeah.
But
the whole point
like
of his,
he was booked weak.
Yeah. Well, from what I understand, the idea from excursion is when you get to that level, when you go on an excursion, it's to get outside of your dojo.
Yep.
Get actual in-ring experience elsewhere
Right.
in the world, because to better make yourself available in the ring, increase your skills.
Yes.
Wherever you go, you're not required to be a top star or even become a star.
No.
They hope for you to build somewhat of a name through it, but when you come back from excursion, it doesn't matter what you did on an excursion. They're gonna like, okay, what did you learn? What do you want to do? What's your character? And
Right.
then they put that on there. So, which is cool. But, yeah, it seems like Vince Russo just went like, Asian dude.
Yeah.
But we're going to make you look like Bruce Lee. That would be cool. And did nothing with it.
It just didn't make sense.
Like Vince Russo, I have a cool idea with no ideas to back it up or how to go beyond
no
it.
payoff.
Not a payoff, but don't know how to go beyond the idea.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I didn't think anything of this, because it was when the deal was announced, they were talking about Kota Ibushi could show up.
Yeah. The weird part is I actually overlooked Okada on this one. I thought Okada, because of his status as being the top guy in New Japan, would stay in New Japan.
Honestly,
he'd be the one dude that just wouldn't transfer. Other people might come to him.
No, I actually didn't think of it. I thought of it the other way. I was like, the more I thought about it, I was like, to me, it seems like
as the face of New Japan, having him travel.
Not having to travel, but I'm sure Okada's like, I've wrestled everyone in New Japan multiple times, and I can have a great match with them. But if we want to expand, and I'm your top guy, and they only see me here,
yeah,
that's not gonna help. If I can then go over to these other companies and they treat me like a big deal, which all of them should.
I mean, a great example, and I hate to bring the dude's name up, is at All In. His match against Marty Scurll.
Marty who?
Exactly.
No. You talk about Marty Squirrel.
God damn it. We're still doing that joke.
You have your Owen Hart joke. I have my Marty Squirrel joke.
It's not a joke, man. Owen Hart is not a joke. Okay? One day he'll show you. One day he'll show you.
No.
He's my great pumpkin.
No.
But Okada and Marty Scurll's match. Mm-hmm. That got over in front of, yes, the crowd was very much marks for what was going on. But he got over with a foreign audience.
Yep.
Probably the best over he's ever had.
Oh, yeah. And if you watch how he came...
Also that 205.
Yeah. And
then Rainmaker.
No, the 205, it then turned into finger manipulation.
Yes. Still being able to finish him off with the Rainmaker. But Rainmaker is an awesome move.
If you watch his intro when he came out, he comes out into a huge pop.
Exactly.
And, that's why I'm saying, if you watch what he did with All In. I makes no doubt in my mind that he's probably like, when we can travel, I need to go places.
Yes.
Unless you're going to put the belt back on me for the billionth time, which I have no problem with.
Nope.
I do want it again.
That would be awesome.
You have to establish new stars.
Right.
Like people who've never had it, people who have had it need to win it back again for an additional time to help elevate them, to show them that they're still at that level.
Naito is one of them.
Yeah. Jay White needs to get another one. Another reign.
I really kind of feel that the Ibushi, Jay White, and Naito can really be a good triumvirate to carry the company.
Yep.
Until you have another, because New Japan has always had kind of 3-ish guys that were leading the company at any one time.
Yeah.
Unlike the WWE, who's like, we have one. Yeah, but your most successful time ever, you had like 4.
Yeah.
So why can't we get back to that?
So it just makes more sense for him to want to travel, go out there, give him something else to do. When other companies top prizes to just cement his legacy, but also just to help promote New Japan, saying, "Hey, he's such a big star. We're putting their top belt on me."
Yeah.
So only time will tell. I mean, they're not gonna he's not gonna be going away from go to AEW for 6 months and never be in New Japan. No,
Yeah.
he's one of their top draws. But it's good to see that he is definitely part of it. So when he does show up in Dynamite, it would be awesome. We've already fantasy booked that, but we're gonna move on.
Yeah, I know we have. All right. Next. They still speaking about New Japan for a moment here.
Mm-hmm.
They have said no to Access TV.
Yes, they have. When they signed their deal with Roku, that is actually part of a ploy to get a better TV deal down the line, because Roku is not exclusive, where Access TV they would have been.
Right.
So their goal apparently is to get a following on Roku, and then when they feel like they have a better audience in the States, they can probably then go approach someone.
Yeah.
To get a better deal.
I mean, honestly, weird part is, Roku hits a lot of people. They have a pretty big customer base.
Yeah.
And outside of major networks,
yeah,
I think Roku probably does better than Access. Just saying.
In some ways, probably. In other ways, it doesn't. Who knows? Yeah. But it's definitely a good idea, for them. And it's not like they turned it down because it was Impact there. No, it's just they're working with Impact.
Yeah.
They just want to have that other option, and it's not a bad idea to do it. And having your stars on different TV in the States, especially during a pandemic when they can't get to Japan without quarantine for 2 weeks.
Right.
And then having to quarantine for 2 more weeks when they come back, having them there, so when you have your show, you can go check them out on Roku for New Japan.
Yeah,
it's a really good idea.
I like the idea that everyone kind of has their own thing going on for getting to their audience.
Yeah,
New Japan, well, of course, has their online network. Is it really a network, or is it just
the New Japan World?
Yeah, their website.
It's the network for New Japan. It's literally the WWE network, but for New Japan.
Well, they have their network. Impact, really, yes, they have Access, but really, it's Twitch.
They have Twitch. It's through Twitch, but also then you have the Impact Plus.
Yes,
which they do half their pay-per-views. Like the one that they just had this past weekend was on Impact Plus. Then you have the bigger ones that are on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So, which is kind of a good little model, I think.
And then AEW, they've got TV. They've locked down YouTube pretty well as well.
Yeah, they have.
Especially since they have an active weekly show on there. Mm-hmm. And pay-per-view. Yeah. Like straight pay-per-view, but they don't do a shit ton of them. No. So every one of them, you're like, actually, I should probably check this out. It's worthy. So I'm really glad that each company has their own avenue.
Yes.
They're not competing over who's doing what on television.
I'm just writing a note down from something for later.
Okay.
Anyway, but yes, it's a good idea. It would be great to see if New Japan can pull off a bigger show or a better network later down the line. But they definitely have to figure out how they're going to adjust their product from a touring schedule to a more weekly pay-per-view, weekly shows with storylines. Because that's going to be important to succeed in the States.
No, that's true, but I think honestly, I feel that New Japan should just stick to what they do. and your show is weekly highlights.
See,
these were the big matches.
See, the thing is, I think they could still do what they do. It's just how you do it. If you establish with the audience that you have your big talent facing off in 6-man tag matches all the time, in tag team matches, before and as part of the build towards the main one-on-one, the one-on-one against these two, that's the money.
Yeah.
That's the big draw. Where you don't get to see them face one-on-one until a big pay-per-view. If you can establish that in your TV,
okay,
you'll be fine. But you do need to have ongoing storylines. You do have to figure out a way to develop those storylines to be followed, if that makes sense. But what's next on the docket?
Blue Demon Jr. X Disney.
No, we're going to NXT.
Okay. No, I don't want to go to NXT.
We're going to NXT.
Damn it.
I know.
Going to NXT.
All right, so...
We are evolving to NXT.
Yes, we are.
It's a terrible segue.
The segue's dead. Deal with it. The company went out of business. Deal with it. I think. Yeah, actually, I think it did.
The transition. The literary reference of transitioning from one
We're
thing
hoverboarding to...
Oh, God, no.
That's why the Segway went out of business.
Oh, those stupid hoverboards.
Anyway,
yes.
So a few weeks ago, we actually did a news piece about NXT. Triple H was looking at trying to get another show going because they have so much talent in the Performance Center that they need to get experience with. And with house shows not being available, they're just training, and that's not the same thing as actually wrestling.
They're just sitting around, man.
So he wanted to have some kind of format to be able to put these other stars out there that they can't get on NXT Weekly TV.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. When you have a lot of talent, you want to figure out that. AEW is having the same problem right now themselves. And they have a second show coming, 1 extra hour. We don't know anything else about it yet. And then your face, Adam.
Oh my God! Yes. That was not tasty.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh.
So, but like
I had a mini stroke in there.
Yeah, it looked like it. Your face was like twitching. But
not to make fun of stroke victims.
No. But the whole thing is, we had now some breaking news on this. Apparently, the working title for this new show is NXT Evolve.
Why are they ripping off a other wrestling company out there? I can't believe that one. What's AEW is going to be like? All right, our next show is going to be called Next.
No,
actually, that would be
awesome.
AEW Next.
Yes. So the reason why it's the working title is because they literally bought that promotion, Evolve.
Oh,
they literally bought it.
Okay. I honestly did not.
We
slipped my. I know we've talked about it.
We covered it back in like June, July. Yeah.
16 years ago.
No. That was February.
Oh.
No, that was April. July would have been about like 10, maybe 12.
I mean, this is why I don't remember those things. It has been years since that happened.
I know. The funny thing, I saw this news piece when I bombarded you on Facebook with all the news pieces.
Thank you.
As I just kind of say, the onslaught. Here comes the onslaught.
Oh, the best part is my phone's usually on the charger at work, and no notification. Like I just have it down to buzzing.
Yeah.
And so like I don't even hear it. I'm just like doing my job.
But so,
and then like I'll check it a little bit later and be like 73 notifications. What did you want, Tim?
Like, what the fuck do you want, Tim? You need a fucking job. I'm trying, bro. Anyway, this news piece I didn't actually look at. I knew if it was important enough because it said it, more not breaking news but extensive news on it. So it's like we'll probably want to cover it, and it just said what we've already said. But I'm like, I was on my way here. I'm like, it's gonna be like the name of it called NXT Evolve because I'm like, I know
you called it,
and like I called.
You're like, oh come on, it really is.
And I'm like, it's actually not a bad name.
No.
One of the reasons why they kind of bought Evolve was because they wanted the library because they have so much of their talent have gone through Evolve.
Yep.
Before they even they owned it, they had a working deal with Gabe. I can't think of his last name. Something Sosowski or the creator of Evolve, and basically that was the NXT for NXT before you got hired.
Yep.
Now they're just looking at it, this new program will be the NXT to NXT, even though technically that's what the globalization NXT thing was kind of supposed to be.
I mean, COVID happened, bro.
True, because this was originally supposed to be like a touring brand just to help get some on smaller markets that NXT used to travel in. But it's actually a good idea. I mean, if you have so much talent, why not?
I like it. I wouldn't mind if it had very much a different visual, or more accurately, did not directly have storytelling.
Yeah, you gotta have storytelling.
I mean, you will, but I mean, it's not about, like, it's about them cutting the promos.
Yeah.
It's about them doing the matches in the ring more than it is about how, pretty much we're going to be seeing the rawest of Raw out there.
Well, from the new article covered,
it's not going to become the fourth brand anytime soon.
It's not going to be a fourth brand.
Good.
It's the new training brand. And that's what I kind of figured when they bought Evolve. They're buying it to be the new training brand because everyone says NXT is the new third brand, which they like to say it, but they still say call-ups from NXT.
Exactly. Not trades.
Exactly. So it's a developmental brand. Anyway, Gabe, the creator of it, is on board. He's actually been giving some producers, some writers to help really kind of flesh out this. He has creative say over this brand.
Oh, cool.
Because Triple H is very high on him and what he's done. It's probably one of the reasons why he picked Evolve as one of those brands that they have that handshake deal with to work with. Because he's like, I see your talent, and if you had the money to really go with it, you could do well with it. So he's like, I'm going to give you that opportunity, and now we've bought it. Let you have that. Sure, he's going to have his say in there, but he's going to give Gabe on the outlet, which is awesome. So hopefully in a few months from now, we'll actually get the announcement. Yeah. So, all right, now we can go to the Blue Demon.
Blue Demon Jr. Ex-Disney.
So, if you're wondering what we're talking about, how is a Blue Demon ex-Disney? Well, then you clearly aren't a fanatic Disney fan. Because everyone knows, if you're a Disney fan, you know about the Blue Demon in the Disney Channel. Oh, wait, that's right. It's the Disney Channel. No one knows what we're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about, honestly.
Okay, so basically the Blue Demon Jr., he's a big wrestler from Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Legend. Down there. He is signed on to portray the Blue Demon Jr. I think he's just the Blue Demon in the show for Disney show.
Okay.
Disney Channel show. It's basically for young girls. It's about his daughter who's becoming up as a max wrestler. He's playing the dad, and it's going to be focusing on Mexican wrestling.
Okay. Oh God, I already see what it is.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? The Hannah Montana.
Yes. That's exactly what it is. One time, she wears the mask in the ring. She wins like crazy.
I don't think she'll win like crazy.
No, but she'll win. But like at home or at school, the mask is never on.
Yeah, because but yeah, it's gonna be that the creators of this show were big into Mexican wrestling when they grew up. They actually developed their careers, and now they're happy to be able to bring that in.
I mean, awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
It's a great little idea, especially that Disney was open to this. But the story we want to talk about is when the Disney execs had to meet the Blue Demon, it kind of caused a little issue with security, because the Blue Demon is, as they would refer to in Mexico, is a living character.
Yes.
The
AKA, he never breaks kayfabe.
In other words, the mask doesn't come off ever.
Yeah.
He probably sleeps without the mask, but like no one outside his family sees the sees his face.
Yeah.
He is the character.
He will show up to a wedding
with a mask on.
He will show up to the funeral with the mask on.
Yeah. So
he will be buried in his mask.
So that was
Actually, he will be.
Yeah. So when he kind of meet with the execs, it took a little to get the execs security to understand that.
Yeah.
And they actually mentioned that no one in wardrobe or makeup had seen him without his mask on.
Nope.
He has it on all the time. And it took a little bit to get Disney to understand that. But the fact that they got it was great.
Good job, guys.
And because that could have been a big thing. It's like, no, you need to take the mask off so we can see your other
thing.
No. You don't have like that thing you want my face for, so if something happens, you have it.
This is my face.
I don't take this off to get away because I wear this all the time.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, outside of my home, this is on.
Yeah.
I am the character. Don't worry. So it's a cool idea. I mean, it is gonna be a Disney Channel show.
Yeah.
But you know what? Disney Channel shows is working and getting paid for your job.
Yeah.
If I could come up with a Disney Channel show and they picked it up, I would fucking do it.
Yeah.
Would it be making as much money as it would be working for like ABC if I had a show on ABC? No.
But you'd still have a show.
But you never know where that could lead because, Disney owns ABC.
Exactly.
I don't know I ever want to work for broadcast television.
You're now doing segments on ESPN, though.
I do.
Because of your editing.
I'd rather
and your commentary.
I'd rather do stuff like on HBO.
You're like, I don't even like sportsing. And they're like, yes, but people like you talking about sportsing. You're like,
There's like, sportsing?
We went way
Why
off
did
track.
we think of that? Duh. It's like, I'm saying this shit to piss you all off.
It's supposed to not be funny. Stop laughing at We are so sidetracked this week.
We are. That's okay.
Okay.
What's next?
Because we at 27 minutes.
You know
what? Carlito was not picked up. I got to say that.
Yes. His 3-week push is over. I mean, his 3-week trial...
His 3-week contract.
His 3-week trial as a producer is over. They did not pick him up.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is actually ironic because MVP came back around the same time last year, impressed everyone, got hired back on. As the one who pushed them to try to rehire Carlito.
Yeah.
And he apparently did impress people when he came back to the Royal Rumble in such great shape. And golly, did he look in great shape.
He probably was thinking... So this was probably two people coming into a situation having completely different expectations. Carlito probably came in because he came in such good shape. I am ring ready. I am ready to get back in that ring and go right back to work. And WWE was like, so we were going to have you produce segments for us, but thanks for showing up so good.
From what it sounded like, what the original idea was, the 3-week thing was to come in for ring as well as producer. They could use what MVP was going to be used for originally, before when he got signed on as a producer, and then he did such great work, they just moved him right back into the on-air talent.
Yeah.
For now. Eventually, he'll probably go back to being producing when they're like, okay, we don't need you on TV. We'll put you in the back on the producing. But that was kind of what they were going to do. And they just apparently decided they didn't. This isn't the time. This is also the company that just had rocket profits and decided to tell everyone, no raises, promotions whatsoever.
Yep.
And now everyone's fucking pissed off.
Yep.
So, which I'm okay. I mean, if it didn't work out for Carlito, I was impressed with how great shape he came in because he's never been in that good of a shape. But if he showed up in AEW, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Because he could be a great star for them on the Latino element.
Yes.
Have him teaming when the inner circle finally breaks up.
Yes.
And Santana and Ortiz go off on their own.
Okay.
For a little while. If they did another group, having him partner up.
For me, it would be all
when they introduced the trios, them teaming up with Carlito would have been awesome.
Yes, maybe even Carlito and Sammy Guevara. Carlito and what is it? Sonny El Rey? No.
I have no clue who you're talking.
One of the other masked wrestlers.
The guy who's always on Sammy's vlogs.
Yes.
I know you're talking about. I don't know his name, but yeah.
But have him and have Carlito help those guys out.
Oh, dude, you know what'd be hilarious?
What?
If they got the colognes,
oh my God,
colognes, brought them over to AEW, and then without having to deal with Vince, that team, which was boring as or terrible, like they just, no matter what you gave them, they just no one cared. But they got into AEW, and then instantly they're just like, oh, they were holding them back.
Of course.
We know they would, but we didn't realize how badly they were being held back. We just really thought that's what they were capable of.
We just thought they were boring
and bad. Like they just weren't that good, and then we found out they're really good. Now that would be hilarious.
Yes,
but only time
and have them work with Carlito.
Yeah, only time will tell to see where Carlito will end up.
Yeah,
it is
who knows? Who knows?
What's next on the docket?
We got to talk about the injury report, my friend.
We have injuries.
So, as you said earlier, his name MVP has an injury.
He's refuted that claim.
It's to his knee.
Sure, he had clutches right next to him off to the side, but were in the frame. They were not for him.
No, it's been confirmed that he does have a knee injury.
He has said he has denied it, but who knows what he's saying about that. But whatever regardless, time will tell. Hopefully, if he is injured, it won't be a bad knee injury. He can get back in. And apparently, this happened this past Monday.
Yeah.
For all we know, it could have been a tweak.
Yeah.
And so he just had to, it felt like an injury, so people were saying he's injured, and then they've now checked it out, and he's like, no, I'm not injured. It was more of a tweak. Only time will tell.
Tweaks are not good, bro.
No, they're not. Especially as you get up in age, those tweaks feel just as bad as an injury.
Those tweaks are like the first signs of an injury.
Not necessarily.
Oh, they can be.
But they can feel like an injury as you get up in there in age.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've gotten tweaks standing up. God, I'm old.
Not moving.
I know. You're like, just going to turn around and stand up for, I can't stand. Okay.
Speaking of injuries, we have another one.
Lacey Evans
is injured. Pregnant.
It's an injury. She's going to be on the injured reserve for a bit. She was stabbed.
She was stabbed multiple times.
Too many to count.
Yeah, so this past Wednesday, Lacey Evans had a tag matchup, did nothing in the matchup. When she finally got tagged in, she dropped out, announced that she's pregnant, and walked away. And the match just ended. No actual conclusion.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
You can't have it end like that.
No.
It then becomes a 2-on-1.
It's the WWE. So the point of having this match out there that didn't have
just for that announcement.
Which was dumb. And the announcement.
Hold on. Wait, 1 second. Hold on.
No.
Really?
Hold on.
Really, WWE?
Oh, it's gonna get worse.
Oh God.
That's why I was trying to hold you off on that.
No.
The way she announced it, implies that Ric Flair is the dad. Yes. Glasses are off. He's pinching the nose.
Oh God, why?
Oh, he's hitting him. Wow, we haven't gotten that far.
No.
Are we about to get a Here's Why segment?
Why is this stupid?
Here's why.
Simon Miller is too afraid to make this video, so I'm doing it for him. You know why? Because someone decided that this stupid idea of allowing a romantic relationship to even be suggested between Ric Flair, who is married, and Lacey Evans, who is married, but not to each other.
Oh yeah. And the fact that
oh god, this is stupid. Whoever came up with that idea has now just made it even worse.
Oh yeah. Especially since Ric Flair is 71.
Yes.
Years old.
I mean,
so
we've had a president who had a kid at 71.
True. But but then you have Lacey Evans who's 30.
Yeah.
I don't care about age or anything.
No, but that's
just so weird because they're both married. Lacey Evans has a daughter who was literally in the storylines not that long ago.
I know.
But we were joking how the whole thing, Flair managing her, was literally that they're sleeping together.
Yeah.
The implications. By her announcing the pregnancy this way, further implicates that storyline, they're sleeping together, which is supposed to be PG, remember?
Yep.
But, yeah. I mean, congratulations, Lacey, on being pregnant.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Good for you. I hope you have an amazing child.
Yes. If it's any ferocious, if this new child is any ferocious as like your daughter was during the Sasha Banks storyline when she was trying to scratch Sasha's eyes out.
I know.
That would be hilarious. That'd be great. But yeah, just the whole announcement thing is. Oh, even better yet is Lacey Evans. She has a championship shot this weekend at Elimination Chamber against Asuka.
No, she doesn't anymore.
No, she doesn't, and we don't have a replacement yet.
You know that's going to be Flair then.
Probably.
God damn it.
Even though that was Flair's partner in the tag match.
I know.
So
they're going to justify it that way.
You know what's going to happen? I'm pretty sure what was going to happen is Lacey Evans was going to win the belt.
Yeah.
Not so Asuka could drop it to Flair. This time it would be Lacey would drop the Flair into Flair at WrestleMania.
Right.
Because, Flair needs another fucking championship.
But instead, it's Asuka dropping it directly to Flair.
Oh, wait, my bad. New year. Flair hasn't won a championship yet this year.
That's going to happen.
She's got to win a championship this year. She's got to win at least twice to keep that thing alive. 2 championships every year.
So she's going to win either coming up soon or at WrestleMania. Carry it to SummerSlam.
Oh, no. She's just going to do the whole Sasha thing again.
Drop it at SummerSlam. Come back at Survivor Series and win it there.
Yep. Not wrestle anywhere in between there.
Nope.
Because Flair doesn't have to wrestle. She's John Cena. She shows back up. She gets a title shot.
All right. Right after dropping it, she's going to disappear. About 2 weeks later.
Oh, God. All right, what's left on the docket?
You had one more, and I did not write it down. Like, I flipped the paper like I wanted to write it down, and then I never wrote it down.
Only if there was a magical device that we could actually, look at what we actually have for our news things. Okay. Carlito, good.
Yep.
Good.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, it's the Eliminator Tournament for AEW.
Oh, yes. Oh, God, I am so sorry, ladies. I forgot about you.
So, yes, we've had the brackets released last week. We had the first round matchup on Dynamite last week.
Yes.
We're having another one tonight because we're recording this on a Wednesday night because here in New Hampshire, we're about to get fucking snow.
Hey, at least we're not Texas, bro.
True. But
we can handle cold weather.
Yeah, we can. They can't. They get an inch and you're like, ah!
Jesus. No, I'm not even saying their entire system can't handle cold weather.
I know. But yeah, so but we also had an announcement. Actually, last week they actually dropped all the first rounds for the Japan card on YouTube.
Yes.
It
was awesome.
I haven't got a chance to watch the matches yet. The one thing is that
I've caught a couple of highlights so far.
Yeah, a lot of people have been pointing out though is the quality is far worse than it's bad quality. Which understandable. You weren't gonna get that over in Japan anyway.
Yeah.
For such a small brand where they're doing it from, which is why it's on YouTube.
Right.
But it also, as Wrestle Talk pointed out, it's worse than even Dark.
Oof.
It's it does hurt it a little bit. Obviously the whole idea was to do this tournament in the States, but because of the pandemic, they weren't gonna be able to get it.
Yep.
Obviously, so. I understand that.
Well, also, all of the Japanese stuff. How many weeks away is Revolution?
Yeah, that's we're building up to this story here. The story we're going to cover is Wrestling Inc. Stop clickbaiting people and being wrong in your own fucking article. Because in the article, you titled the article.
You call them out.
You had the title of the article say the finals will take place at Revolution. But in the article, it literally states that Dave Meltzer has said the winner will face Shida at Revolution. Meaning the tournament ends before Revolution, you idiots.
The tournament ends before Revolution.
March 5th, if it's
March
if
5th
it's true.
even.
So.
God.
Which just makes sense.
Well, I mean, of course they're going to have to because of quarantine for a couple of weeks.
Yep.
And then you travel, and then you quarantine, and then you're able to come right in. But
what's probably going to happen is probably because we already have the semifinals ready for there. We'll probably get them. That's probably already done. They probably already had
they probably know who's coming from the Japanese side,
and they're probably coming in now, so they're ready for whenever it is.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's
and they probably
ridiculous.
brought over a couple of them just in case.
Well, yeah. So it'll be
probably filmed the final 2 different ways.
Probably. But I saw some people saying...
Actually, that would be super smart.
I saw some people who were complaining about this and saying like, oh, I bet it's just going to be Rio and Emi Sakura, or it's going to be Tony Khan just wants an all Joshi finals. Like,
no, that would be Kenny.
That'd be Kenny, but also, first off, if you haven't realized this, it's going to be Britt Baker who wins this.
Yes.
The whole tournament is there to lift up Britt Baker to take on Shida and beat Shida.
Yeah.
To build off of Shida taking her out back at Double or Nothing. And her knee injury.
What long-term storytelling? No.
Well, my bad. That's not the reason why. It's going to be Rio. Rio's going to win it. She's probably going to get far, but...
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be Britt Baker. I'm calling it now. If it isn't, I will be totally surprised, and I will be more invested in this tournament, which I'm already invested in a lot. But I'll be even more because the person let's be honest, AEW's tournaments, predictable.
I mean, they're...
Cody winning the TNT Championship. Which is predictable. Cody versus Lance Archer for the finals. Knew it.
Yeah.
Kenny versus Hangman, Eliminator Tournament. Knew it.
Okay, so that one was obvious from the moment that they both got put into the tournament.
So was the one for the TNT Championship.
I know. Like,
they literally had Lance Archer and Jake Roberts interrupt Cody for a few weeks. Then you announced the TNT tournament.
And they're on the opposite side of the bracket.
It was straight up, we knew what was going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So this I'd be there. I'm okay with knowing who's probably going to win this tournament. Because it's a bigger tournament. You're elevating a lot more of your women's stars through this.
Right.
To really help elevate that women's division we keep criticizing them for, which is good. But knowing Britt Baker, who deserves to be in that top spot, because her promos, since she's turned heel...
Oh my God, they've been great.
And then after getting injured and just only be able to rely on that, were awesome. She's gotten this character down, and let's be honest, she didn't need to drop the belt. She's had a really good run with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time for someone else to have it. And Britt Baker is definitely the person to do it.
Anna Jay.
Eventually.
The moment that she wins, John Silver needs to run up next to her and be like, Anna, you won. And she's like, yeah, I know.
So actually, I want to see. What I want to see is, Tay Conti beat Anna for the belt.
Yeah,
because they have a split over each other. They helping her out. Eventually, Anna turns back to being a heel because the Dark Order's baby faces now.
Exactly.
But when they kind of go their own way. I want to see like those two, Tay and Anna, but they go heel. When Anna wins the belt, Tay's right there helping her. But eventually they have a split, and it's Tay who takes the belt off of Anna. But hopefully that won't happen for a very long time because those two are going to be women's tag team champions whenever they get the belts.
Damn
right. That's
right.
all we have for you today on the news. So you made it to the end of this. Give us a thumbs up. Help support the channel. You know what could also help support the channel? If you share this video on your social media.
Ooh,
Adam won't bitch and complain if he sees you sharing this.
Thank you so much.
If I see it, I will, just to be an ass. And then say thank you. And then be an ass again. But also, comment down below what you thought of the news, because I forgot to say that one first, so we'll do it now.
Okay.
And since you made it to the end of the video, and you're liking what you're listening to, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Ding!
Ring that bell.
Ding, ding.
Make sure you turn on all notifications so you know when all Zop Gaming and As the Buckle Turns content goes live. Yeah. I'm Adam.
I'm what? No.
I'm Adam.
No, you're not.
Get bent your face, douchebag.